Christmas season is suddenly upon us. And in light of all the Christmas and holiday cheer, Beetles has sent me a beautiful gift. Beetles sent me their holiday advent calendar. Look at this. Look at how pretty this is. So if you don't know what an advent calendar is basically like a little calendar where every single day up until Christmas, December 25th, you open a little surprise gift. So this is obviously going to be a gel nail art advent calendar. So every day up until December 25th of December, there's going to be a little surprise gift in here for you. And so technically this is supposed to be a surprise, but I do want to share it with you guys. I'm not going to open it all on camera so that you're still surprised by every day, but I am going to open it all and show you guys everything that comes in here so that you know if it's something that's worth buying for you or if it's something that you would want to buy for a friend who also loves nail art or someone who's been wanting to do gel nail art. I think this would be such an epic gift, but we're going to open it and go through everything and find out if it's really an epic gift or not. Is it worth it? Is the inside as gloriously beautiful as the outside? So this advent calendar is $50 originally, but right now it is on sale for $40 on Amazon, and you can use this code to get an additional 10% off. That's not an affiliate code or anything, just for you to get 10% off. And of course there will be more information about all of that down in the description box below. So with all that being said, let's get into this epic advent calendar and unleash some holiday cheer. So I hope that you can see this well enough. This is a really big box, and the lens that I am using on my camera at the moment does not have the capability of zooming out that far. So I'm having to film it on my bed with my phone. So we're gonna make do with that. First of all, this is like such a pretty box. I love these little gold embellishments, and you just open it up. So on this side, there's like some cute gold writing. It says Christmas, star gift, unwrap Manny magic, send the warmest wishes. Be bold, be you, be Beetles. You're the most magical part of this holiday. So it looks like it's really set to be sent as a gift. And then moving over to this side, there's this cute little Christmas tree. So overall, really pretty packaging. Here are all of the little slots to be opened for each day. It goes all the way from 1 to 24. And there is no day 25. I don't really have a lot of experience with advent calendars, so I don't know how many days there usually is. And I did look at the listing on Amazon to see what came in this. I do kind of want to keep the surprise for you of what comes in which day. So I'm not going to open them all on camera, but I think I am just going to open the first day on camera so that you can see what it's like opening each of the days. And then I'm going to go ahead and open all of the rest of them off camera just so that I can like show you what all comes in this box so that you know whether or not it's going to be worth it to you to buy it. But I still want you guys to have like the surprise of which supplies you're going to get each day. So that's why I'm going to open it off camera, but I am going to open the first one on camera. So Ayo, okay, so we've got a little liner gel. It's 5 milliliters, so not too tiny, but pretty small. Ooh, and this is really glittery. Actually, it's not even a liner gel. I'm sorry, this is actually just a regular gel polish because it doesn't have like the little liner brush. Super sparkly. So I'm assuming that there's something like this in all of the other days that are this shape. Actually, I think I'll open like 2 more days. I'm not sure if every single box is the same for which supplies come in each day, but I'm going to assume that they are. So if you don't want to be spoiled by like the first 3 days, you can skip to this time. And at this time, I will have completely opened everything. And I'm going to show you everything that comes in this advent calendar. They have the cutest little names too. This is really pretty. And I'm going to show you all of these colors close up on my desk as well. Cute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move to my desk and show you guys everything that comes in this box after I've opened it all off camera. So if I counted correctly, this set came with 17 gel polishes, and I'm showing them to you in no specific order. And they are all Christmas themed and have the cutest little names. They are not all glitter gel polishes though. I'd say about half of them are glitter. Oh, and then actually a few of them are liners. I didn't realize that at first, but a few of them are. Also, these don't necessarily have to be Christmas colors. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, these are kind of just like a winter selection or holiday selection. So even if you don't necessarily celebrate Christmas, these are like really pretty colors to have just for like the holiday season, winter time. A lot of these are honestly colors that I could use throughout the entire year. That was all 17 gel polishes. It also comes with your top gel and your base gel. This, which is called a decoration sealing gel, which I've never seen anything like that before. Oh, but it's super thick. So I'm assuming that this is kind of just like a builder gel, so that if you want to put glitters on top of the gel extensions, you could put this over it and it would kind of like encapsulate them in a way. So basically I would just say this is like a builder gel or a hard gel to encapsulate the glitters and such. Speaking of decorations, it also came with this little decoration set. Super cute. So there's some golden enamel pins, little pearls. These, which I learned are called caviar beads, an assorted bunch of rhinestones, all different colors, some cute little snowflakes, and I think Christmas tree glitters, and then also a bunch of just like random like festive colored glitters. It also came with this really pretty set of 4 glitters. These are like super fine glitters, almost like I think like embossing powders, these two. So I think they could be used for like, you know, when you just like want to pour glitter on top of the nails and have like that glitter texture. I've seen that used for a lot of like peppermint designs, snowflake designs, and what's the other one I'm thinking of? The sweater designs. I think you could use this for the sweater designs, so that's cool. One of the days was this little file that feels like a 120 grit on this side and then a 100 grit on this side, but the 100 grit side is like spongy, almost like a buffer, but then it's more rough than the wooden file side, which is a little interesting, but you get this buffer. And finally, you get a little cuticle oil. So that is everything that comes in this advent calendar. It's a 24-day advent calendar. Keep in mind that if you're wanting to get this for someone for Christmas so that they can start doing their own gel manicures at home, this doesn't come with everything that you need in order to do gel manicures at home, because the essential thing that it is missing is a UV LED lamp. If someone is starting to do their nails for the first time and they want to do gel nails, they're going to need a UV LED lamp. So I would suggest, if you're getting this as someone who hasn't started doing gel nails ever yet, or is getting it for someone who hasn't ever done gel nails before, also pick yourself up one of those UV LED lamps, because it is going to be essential to cure these gels, since gel does not air dry. It needs to be dried in a UV LED lamp, and of course I will link one down below in the description for you guys, along with this advent calendar and a discount code. Keep in mind that there are a lot of Black Friday sales going on right now and Cyber Monday sales, and there will be more information about that in the description box below. But now that I've showed you guys everything that comes in this advent calendar, let's do our first Christmas set of the season. I'm so excited. I also have a Thanksgiving dinner type thing to go to tonight, so I have 3 hours in order to do this before I have to go. So I'm going to put my speed to the test, and let's do some epic Christmas nails. So I decided I want to do some long square tips today. So I'm using these Beetles long square tips. I really love these. I always use these. So I went ahead and sized all of those out and did a little bit of prep on my nails, just kind of like softened my cuticles and pushed them back a little bit. There wasn't that much to be done. So this didn't come with like a dehydrator or primer. I'm just going to dehydrate my nails with some alcohol and a nail wipe, just to make sure there's no moisture on my nails or any bacteria that's going to get like trapped under the nails and cause like gross stuff to happen under there. Definitely want to wipe your nails off with some alcohol. And now I'm just gonna go in with a layer of the base coat. There's like a teenage boy who lives like across the street from me, and he just likes trying to make his car like as loud as possible. Like, you know those cars that are just like really loud when they accelerate by you? Yeah. So if at any point you can hear that in the background, he's working on his car right now, so not much I can do about it. And then I actually put a layer of my Jello peel off base coat over my regular base coat. That's what I've been doing now, is putting my peel off base coat over my regular gel base coat. And honestly, my nails are feeling like stronger and thicker than they've felt literally since I started doing my nails and using peel off base coats. So I definitely recommend, if you're struggling with getting the Jello peel off base coat off, that you use a regular gel base coat underneath it. But yeah, I put that on because I like peeling off my nails. I'm too lazy to wait half an hour for them to soak off. And now I'm just going to etch all of my tips with my primer real quick so that they're ready to be put on. And I'm actually going to pick a couple of them to etch like the entire thing, because I do actually want to encapsulate some of these glitters that we got underneath the gel extension. And you'll see what I mean by that in a moment. So for this next part, where I'm going to be encapsulating the glitter inside of the full cover tips, I took out my little press-on stands, and I only got 4 of the stands because I'm only going to be doing this with 4 of them. So I decided to do it with each of the thumbs and the ring fingernails. So I'm just gonna stick those on my stands using my little glue dots. As always, these are like my best friend. I'm sure if you've been here for a while, you definitely know that. But if you're new, this is the way I stick full cover tips on my stands using my little glue dots. You can find them on Amazon. I'm so glad that it came with at least just a few of these snowflake glitters, because I was like looking at Christmas nails on Pinterest, because Pinterest is where I get all of my inspiration. It is so much less toxic to me than Instagram. I really am not active on Instagram, but I love Pinterest. So I was seeing a lot of these snowflake glitters in the nails, and I was like, bro, I wish I had bought in some snowflake glitters, but they sent some, so I'm so happy about that. I'm definitely gonna be using those. And then with the snowflake glitters, I'm also going to put in some of this white really fine glitter, so I'm gonna take that out, get all the rest of the glitters out as well. I'm debating whether to use the base gel or the decoration sealing gel to put them on the inside, and I think I'm going to use the base gel first, I guess, and then maybe I'll go in with a layer of the decoration sealing gel like after they're on my nail if I feel like it's necessary. So my plan for these is to basically have like the glitter ombre from the top, so after they're on my nail, I'm going to go in with gel on top and ombre it out. So I'm just going to start with a layer of, oh my god, I need to close my window. So I'm just starting with a nice layer of base gel that I can stick the glitters into. And now I'm gonna use my tweezers to place just like a couple of these snowflake glitters in each of the nails. Honestly, it doesn't come with too many, so I'm gonna stick to just 2 or 3 in each of them. These are really big glitters, so I don't know how I'm gonna cure them without there being air bubbles underneath them. This is gonna be hard. Didn't really think about that. See, like, I don't know how to cure them without them popping up like that. If I was putting these glitters on the front, I could use like saran wrap or something to keep them stuck onto the nail, but I can't really do that because they're on the inside, so I might just have to go in with a little liner brush and fill in those little air bubbles afterwards. I think that's what's gonna end up happening, actually. This white glitter is so pretty, you can't even tell on camera, but there are like little green reflex, purple reflex. Occasionally there's a red reflect, or I could just be imagining. No, I'm definitely not imagining. There's definitely some red reflex. It's like iridescent and holographic. This is definitely an embossing powder because it's super fine. So I'm gonna use my little palette to catch all of the extra glitter because I don't want to make a huge mess on my desk. And I'm just gonna use my cuticle pusher as a little spoon.
like that. And I'm going to try to like sprinkle it on the top half with the snowflakes. This is kind of hard, not gonna lie, to do evenly. Oh, trying to put it on there evenly. Yeah, not gonna lie, that doesn't look great from the front. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I'm gonna go ahead and cure this. This one will just be our experiment nail. Hopefully it doesn't come out too terrible because I don't have a lot of time to lose right now. Not gonna lie. Might just have to roll with it. Okay, so I cured it for a full minute. I'm gonna use my little brush to brush off any extra glitters that aren't stuck on there. And now I'm actually gonna go in with this decoration sealing gel, and I'm gonna put a layer of this on the entire glitter part and try to kind of like fill in any of those air bubbles where the snowflake wasn't completely pressed down onto the nail. At least I'm hoping that that's what's happening. Okay, it actually doesn't look too shabby from the front anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a full cure. And since that one turned out pretty well, I'm just gonna continue doing the exact same process for all of the rest of these. So sprinkling on the embossing powder, fine glitter, whatever you wanna call it, and then curing that, and then putting a layer of the decoration sealing gel over that. Okay, so these ones are all ready. These are the only ones that I'm going to do any glitter encapsulation on, and they're looking super cute from the back like this. I'm really hoping that they look this good from the front as well when we actually put them on my nails. So speaking about that, let's go ahead and put these and the rest of the extensions on. I'm going to be doing that using my Beetles nail glue for nail tips. A lot of you guys said in like that last video that I made about everything you need to know for beginner starting out with Gel X. A lot of you guys said that you use the solid nail glue gel, the non-stick one, and I totally agree with you that that is like a really great method. The only reason that that's not the method that I put in that video is because in my couple experiences using the non-stick solid nail glue gel, whatever, I've used it with the Jello base coat, and every single time I've had 1 or 2 or 3 of them pop off within the first few days. So I haven't had much experience with the non-stick one yet, and I didn't want to recommend it if I knew that they might pop off. So that's why I just went ahead and recommended this, and this is what I've been doing recently. But if you guys have any suggestions about that, about like the nails popping off with the Jello base coat when you're using the solid non-stick gel, let me know in the comments down below. But before we stick these on, I definitely need to wipe off this base coat with some alcohol because I did get a bunch of glitter stuck in it. Because putting the base coat on before doing all that stuff with the glitter, probably not the smartest idea, all right? But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I'm sure that it won't really affect the longevity. And honestly, I'm probably going to end up taking these off in less than a week anyway. So I'm not complaining. So I am just going to stick all of these bad boys on. Yeah, I'm going to need to use a lot more gel than usual because all of this stuff is really thick. It's fine. It's kind of funny because at one point I was doing my nails so long for a while, like extra long. And after doing that, I would use these tips and they would feel short to me, like they wouldn't feel long anymore. But since recently I've been doing like short and medium tips instead of long ones. Now that I'm using these long ones again, they feel long again. Like I'm like, bro, these nails are so long. Okay, so I've got them all on now, but to be honest, it was really hard to put these ones on with the glitter without getting air bubbles and a lot of spillage. So I think I do have a few air bubbles in these, like this one, and I feel like this one doesn't fit as well as it did without the glitter because I kind of made the glitter a little too bulky back there or something. I don't know, it was just like interfering with the process of putting on the extensions, so I was like, but I think it worked out fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and file these up a whole bunch because there is a bit of spillage around those cuticles and sidewalls, and I want to make them look all crisp and get rid of that overspill of glitter around the edges and such. So let's do some filing. Okay, so they're all filed up, and I also went ahead and put a top coat underneath all of them because I just prefer to put a top coat under there to keep them nice and clean. So yeah, that wasn't very interesting though, so I did it off camera. Now, I don't have much more time to do these. I have about an hour left, so let's do this. Let's finish these bad boys off. I'm kind of conflicted though between whether I want to just keep this set blue and white because this blue is so pretty, or if I want to introduce some red into it. But honestly, I think I'm gonna end up just keeping them blue and white themed. But to start off, we're gonna start off nice and easy by ombreing. I want to ombre this glitter one with this jelly nude color, especially because I would just leave it like this, but I feel like my natural nail is kind of ugly and there might be some air bubbles in there and I don't want them to be that obvious. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ombre those nails out with some jelly nude. I'm also not putting a base coat on anymore on top of my full cover tips, if you didn't notice. Now I'm just simply just buffing them out and that's good enough. And I love using my fan brush to ombre now. And this one is super jelly. So literally you can barely even tell. Let me bring you guys a little closer. You can barely even tell that I put anything on there, but I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna also do that to the other ones. And then I think that on my pointer fingers, I'm going to do French tips with the glittery blue gel. So first I'm just gonna put a layer of the nude jelly one on the full tip. And this jelly nude is like super transparent, bro. It's like real transparent. Might need to put 2 layers on these French tip ones. And whenever there's like, I don't know if you can see, oh yeah, you see that white stuff? That's from like the isopropyl alcohol that I was using. Sometimes it leaves behind that white residue, but I found out that you can just easily get rid of it with your primer. Or if you don't have primer, I mean, you really should have primer, but if you don't have primer, you could also do the same thing with acetone. And I'm definitely going to go in with a second coat of that because it is just so sheer. I'd prefer it to be a little bit more opaque. And then for the middle finger and the pinky, I'm going to do just a full coat of this super adorable glitter blue because I'm going to turn this one into like a kind of, I don't know, would you call it like spearmint or candy cane design with like those kind of like stripes, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this is more of like a jelly. Okay. That's okay, we can work with it. I gave everything a nice long 60-second cure. So I'm just gonna wipe them all off with some alcohol to get rid of any stickiness. So that's a little bit easier to do any nail art on top. All right, so I'm gonna start with the French tip and I'm going to try my best to do the French tip with this same glittery blue. I'm kind of scared to do it because it's like just so chunky, but I'm gonna try my best and we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna use one of the longest liner brushes that I have and I'm just gonna go for it. The method that I'm going to use is to just like go for it and then clean it up if I need to. So there's that one. I don't know if it's lopsided or even and whatnot, but I'm gonna go with it because at this point I don't have an hour to spend perfecting French tips. So I'm going to struggle to do the same thing on my other hand now. And I'm not gonna make you watch that because that's gonna be sad. Okay, I did the French tips. They're not perfect. I made them a bit thicker, but again, I'm running out of time. So now it's time for me to hold my breath and to make some thick and thin white lines as quickly as I possibly can. I'm trying to make it look as much like a peppermint sort of thing as I can. And it's probably not going to be perfect because I am sort of rushing, unfortunately. But I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Hopefully I can do it. I'm not going to lie, I'm very much dreading doing this with my opposite hand. Very much. I'm also scared of it wrinkling, so I'm not going to flash cure it at all. Because I'm using very thick globs of white, I feel like. Sort of unintentionally, but also sort of because I'm rushing. All right, so these are looking pretty good, and I literally have like 10 minutes to finish these. It wouldn't be the holidays if I wasn't running late to everything and extremely busy, so yeah. Sorry that I am rushing through this. I'm actually gonna take out some of my own charms for this because I can't help it. There are snowflake charms that I really want to use. This little snowflake is too adorable. I'm using one of those on each of my French tip nails. So I'm going to speed run the top coat real quick. Going to give everything a good wipe down with alcohol. That top coat on there. And that is out of focus. Alrighty. Wow. This nail is so pretty with the top coat on. Oh my goodness. I love it so much. That's so magical. I actually really love how these came out. I think they're so pretty, and even though I was kind of trying to do a Christmas set and this kind of came out as a winter set, I think that it is so amazing, and I'm so glad that I went with just the blue and white color scheme because this is so pretty. I love the glitters. The only thing I think about this advent calendar though is that it's kind of weird. Like, you have to open all of the days before you have all of the gels, right? And by the time you are finished opening them all, it's like Christmas time is already over, so you don't have much time to use the actual Christmas gels. So honestly, like, if I were you and you want this, I would just like open it all up right when you get it. But that's just me. So you can have really pretty Christmas nails all season long. Christmas, winter, holiday nails, whatever. All right. And I'm going, before I cure it, I'm going to put a big glob of rhinestone glue gel on this one and put a snowflake right there. So cute. I love it. And give it a full cure. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, you could give it a like and it would help me a lot and I would really, really appreciate it. All I want for Christmas is for you to be happy and also for you to subscribe. So if you want to do me a solid, you could subscribe, and I hope that you guys have a magical holiday season and treat yourself because you deserve it and you deserve all the love in the world. So go get them. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. I love you. Bye. Mwah.